What is up, guys? JayFerGaming here. Welcome to my new series on a new game, and I've decided to go for F1 2010. I wanted to do something different because F1 2015 is getting a little bit stale, but I'll be continuing my Felipe Massa career mode and league highlights and maybe a few other ideas I have in mind. But yeah, I thought F1 2010 is a good game to go for. I remember it being a very enjoyable game back in the day. But yeah, I was trying to look for my PS2 and trying to find F1, I think it was 2004, but sadly I don't have a clue where my PS2 is, so I'll have to settle for 2010. But you just look at the game, it gives you such great memories, and I've gone for Virgin because I want it to be like a virgin. Yeah, I just had to get that in there. But Virgin, I think, well, the worst team in the game from what I remember. They just come into the sport with Lotus and HRT, I think it is. So yeah, it's going to be a struggle of a season. But yeah, look at that. We get stats, which is pretty awesome. Career earnings. I don't think they actually go towards anything, which is a shame. But 2016 could learn a bit from this game, I reckon. And yeah, it's a good way to improve the future game. Pick a helmet. I mean, I remember you got such a great variation of helmets. You got the flags. Yeah, it's only 6 helmets and one of them is Anthony Davidson, so yeah, not a great selection there. That's another thing they could add for 2016 actually. So actually for 2016, just go back to the 2010 game. So we start with, Bahrain. I hated the Bahrain Grand Prix on this game. First race of the season. It was that extended track as well. Oh, I hated that so much. So in terms of assists, I'm going to try and turn everything off. In terms of like box control and pit limiter, that's going to be tricky to get used to. If I forget that, then that's instant penalty. And in terms of penalties, I think I'm going to turn it down to reduce because it's going to be shorter races, so a drive-through is just going to ruin the excitement. And in terms of penalties and like the game just screwing you over, I'm not sure, I can't really remember what it's like, so I'm going to put flashbacks on just in case. But yeah, I'm going to go for shorter races. I think, yeah, 20%. I want them done. I want to experience the game, but I can't be bothered doing longer races. But this season's going to be awesome. And yeah, I did quite a bit of practice. Well, I say quite a bit of practice. Quite a lot of practice for me. I put in 10 laps and I couldn't put a lap together. But I did realise, never go down to gear 1. That was just like an instant spin out every time. But this game handles so different to 2015. I actually hate the handling on this game. It just feels so heavy and just, I really didn't like it. But just getting used to the car, getting used to the game. And our first lap, well, it's 5 seconds faster than our teammate. Wow, Lucas, you've got to pick up your game. And yeah, on my final run, yeah, totally cocked it up here. Took too much speed into turn 1. And that was qualifying over. We did qualify in 14th position. And considering we're in a slow car, that's a pretty good effort. My aim for this season is obviously to beat the rest of the slower guys, but I think we could beat like the Saubers and the Williams here if we put in our A game, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do. I do remember the Legend AI not being that strong on this game, so who knows, if we get a win this season, that would be freaking awesome. So I remember this sequence before every race. Just looking back at it, it's just, yeah, it's not great compared to the presentation on 2015. But first race, Geordie Engineer on my side, get in there. It's going to be lights out and away we go. I can't even see the lights, so I don't know when we're going. There we go, we're away. And we get an okay getaway, but I go up through the gears far too quickly, get a horrific start, and we're getting absolutely swamped. We're down to 17th already, so we're going to have to dive it up the inside. We've got a car on the inside. Barrichello's on our outside. Oh, some of these names. Oh, we're barging wheels with him. Oh, it's good to be racing with the likes of Barrichello and Schumacher once again. Good stuff. We're back into 15th. And now we're going to go into that section which I really didn't like back in the when I used to play this game. And I remember this race being incredibly boring because it's like single fall through here, isn't it? And I remember the AI were really slow as well, so we get a double overtake there. Up the inside of Alguersuari and Sutil. Up the inside of Liuti as well. The AI are just so slow in this section. This section is awful. Up the inside of Rosberg if we can. Rosberg, what are you doing? You should be at the front. 11th position, what are you playing at? And we're going to go up the inside of him, back to the... No, we've lost control. No, stay off the curbs. That's what I should have remembered. Never touch a curb in this game because you will probably spin out. So we're back down to 15th, just behind Alguersuari, who's retired from real life, and if I'm not mistaken, from racing. I can't actually remember, but we're going for a move here. Oh, he's so slow. We had to go around the outside. That's a pretty impressive move. Into turn 7 on the normal layout. And are we going to get the position? He's obviously got better straight line speed because this is a new car. Virgin was so bad in the, just in general really. They turned into Marussia and now Mana. And they haven't really progressed that much, but hopefully with me as the lead driver, Alguersuari is just all over the shop. Hopefully with me as the lead driver we can get some points, and I'm not sure if we can progress through the field after each season. I'm not sure if the tier system was in this game, so please leave a comment to tell me if it is. So round the outside of Alguersuari, and it looks like we're going to go for round 2 with Adrian Sutil, and we should get this move done. The AI, I remember they were programmed so badly for certain corners around the season. Remember the whole of this section for Bahrain, I think it was Australia, the fast chicane. They were incredibly slow there, so that's something to look out for the next race. As we lose control, we need to get used to the break. Yeah, the braking point. You've got to brake so much earlier on this game. So like usually that corner you brake like 100 meters, but on this game it's got to be like 130, I think. So need to remember that, because I'm on the Xbox 360 obviously, and I've had to go back to my old wheel. What the hell is Sutil doing? He's so slow there. Oh my god. We're going to go and overtake him for the 3rd time. But yeah, as I was saying, back on the Xbox 360, back on my old wheel. So that's another thing to get used to. The handling, the whole game, the console, the steering wheel. It's just nostalgia looking back at this game. But corner cut warning. Yeah, that wasn't a corner cut. That's me going wide. But the penalty system in terms of corner cut seemed to be a lot harsher on this game. So yeah, that's something that Codemasters could look at once again. But we had the limiter on there far too early. Just being extra conservative. Same into the box. We don't want to knock the front jackman over. I remember that in this game. It was absolutely hilarious, but it does cost you a lot of time. And we're no! No! Come on! Stop holding us! You could have let us out there! No, this is an absolute joke. 12-second stop. I remember, oh yeah, this was another thing they used to just really get to me with this game. Getting let out the pit stop. Wow, that's absolutely screwed us. We're down to 23rd and the only person behind us is Lucas de Grassi, our teammate. Wow. So we're going to have to make up a lot of positions here. Up the inside of Adrian Sutil. We've overtaken him for the 4th time in 4 laps. That shows what our consistency is like and our overtaking prowess. But I do remember overtaking on this game is pretty easy. They are pretty erratic. They're all over the shop. You just can't trust them at all. But at times they're actually alright. I remember them going for some moves around the outside. But yeah, it's going to make for a very intriguing and interesting season because the AI is so unpredictable. I'm not the best at this game, so you will see a lot of mistakes. I can't promise that I'm going to be clean either, because this game's actually really tricky. So we're going for a move up the inside of Rubens Barrichello. It feels so great to say that. And now we're on the back of Hulkenberg in his debut season. Can we get the 2 Williams in this Mickey... Yeah, it's a Mickey Mouse section, isn't it? It's not enjoyable at all. But we're going for a move up the inside of the Williams. And yes, we got the 2 Williams in a matter of corners and up into 18th place. But I'm sure a lot of cars have not pitted. I mean, Jarno Trulli's ahead of me. And he's in the slow Lotus car. So we should make up a few positions in the next few laps. And in terms of straight line speed, yeah, it's not that great, is it? As we can't even catch up to Trulli in the Lotus. But I think a dive move is necessary here. Up the inside, can we get it done? Risky move, especially with our back end. But no, Trulli round the outside, maintains his position. And I'm going to guess we're probably going to get him into the slow section down here. They brake incredibly early for this corner. And they go very defensive as well, which makes them even slow. We've got Robert Kubica ahead of us. What a name. Probably should still be an F1, but sadly he's had a couple of incidents over the years. But we go for a huge late dive bomb up the inside. What a move that was. And we just struggle so badly with that corner. constantly getting corner cut warnings, but up to 16th. And Felipe Baby's ahead of us, struggling in the Ferrari. He must have overtaken Bruno Senna here in the HRT. So we need to dispatch this guy because he's going to be incredibly slow. But the difference in times in qualifying was like, I think the slowest car was 7 seconds off the pace. So it's a lot different in the race. We're actually a lot closer. I think this, I'd imagine the field spread would be like 3 seconds at most, surely. But now, coming on to lap 9, pretty much everyone is pitting now, up into 12th. That is a Ferrari coming out the pits. Is that Fernando Alonso? Yes, it is. The two Ferraris are 10th and 11th. And if I cast my mind back, it was a 1-2 back in 2010, wasn't it? Alonso from Massa. And the Ferraris are just struggling here. What are they doing? They must have a poor car or something, or got caught up in incidents, especially when they're getting overtaken by a virgin. Like a virgin! I'm going to continue saying that throughout this series. I'm sorry, guys, but I have to. I really have to. So we've got Alonso, and we are so close to a point in our first race with Virgin. Come on. Let's get Felipe Massa, ironically the guy I'm doing a career with on F1 2015. So he's gone wide there. We're going to go up the inside. Are we going to get this move done? I think we are. Yes, we're into the points. Can we get a point on debut? Massa's trying to fight back, but no, we've maintained the position. 10th place. Come on. We're quite far behind Button, so I don't expect to catch up to him. But if we can maintain this, this will be a big boost for the Virgin team in our first race. Even if the Grassies last, who cares? 1 point on the board. But we're continuing on. We've gone wide, we've lost control of the back end. And there's contact. I think Massa smashed his front wing on the back of our car. So we lost position. Alonso's coming through as well. No, we're down to 12th, but surely Massa's got a pit. Massa has got a pit. He's actually not that slow into that corner considering he has no front wing. He's pulling away from me. He actually did pull away from me, but did go into the pits. We're on the back of Alonso. We're fighting with who was my favourite driver at the time. And we need to get him to get into the top 10. Come on, this is a great opportunity. Let's try and get him down here. I think we'll probably go up the inside. The AI aren't great on that exit. So up the inside. Can we get this move done? He's hanging around the outside unlike what Massa did. And he's fought me off. He's maintained in 10th. And that's usually our best opportunity to overtake. Let's see if we can get anything done here. No, disappointment. Come on. There's one more sector to go. But no, we couldn't get it done. I'm so gutted. We're going to finish 11th place on our debut in Bahrain for the Virgin team. Please, someone have a penalty. I'm so upset. No, 11th position. I'm celebrating. It was a good performance. But it could have been so much better. Ah, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Let's see the result here. Come on, someone have a penalty. Damn it, we finished 11th. So just behind Alonso, Bruno Senna in a HRT finished 12th. Yeah, results on this game were pretty unrealistic. Liuzzi 4th, Buemi 5th. Petrov 6th. This could be a strange all season. It's going to be very mixed up, I reckon. I beat Nico Rosberg in the Mercedes. Get in. And Massa, obviously, who had the contact with us. So we'll look at the standings. Pretty standard for the first race, obviously. But Constructors, yes, I think we're aiming for 9th this season. Beat the HRT Lotuses and one of Williams. I would have said Force India, but they've had a great start to the season. So F1 2010 career mode. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more of these videos, and F1 2015, and I'll catch you in the next race, which will be the Australian Grand Prix. Goodbye.